my husband and I founded East Coast Assistance Dogs in 1995, and the purpose was to specially train dogs to help people with physical disabilities. Since then, we've evolved into training dogs for people with physical disabilities, young children with autism or effects of autism, and military soldiers that are coming back with post-traumatic stress disorder, TBI, high anxieties, plus physical disabilities.
At 8 weeks old, we start training our puppies. That's mostly done by our volunteers up in Connecticut at our Torrington breeding facility. And then they start their actual schooling at Green Chimneys in Brewster, New York with those students. And they learn all their basic commands, their sit, their down, their stay, their come. Then they have their, what we call their middle school, high school level, which is the Hawthorne, Cedar Knolls, Linden Hill, Goldsmith here, and also Mercy First over on Long Island. And here they become much better with their basic commands, and then they start learning higher commands. And then our third is what we kind of refer to as our university level, which is CV, Children's Village over in Dobbs Ferry. And there the dogs are finished. And that's also where the clients come and do what's called a team training. And they train for 13 days with their dogs. They learn how to work the dog with the commands, and they also learn how to not let their frustrations get the better of them as well. And then we do our graduation.
I didn't know that that there was a program like this where students could come and teach dogs. I thought that you had to be a grown up and all that. I teach dogs how to put on the lights, teach them how to open doors. I teach them how to hold objects and give it to their owner.
I have a daughter who was in 5th grade with special needs, learning disabilities, that was feeling really out there and misplaced because the other kids were teasing her. She wasn't learning as quickly, but she was doing magnificent work with the dogs. She could work 4 and 5 dogs at a time like it was a circus ring. So I thought, you know what, that's the population of kids I want to work with to train the dogs, and I want to be able to give them out to people like my dad who had a stroke, or people with physical disabilities.
You have to be a role model to the dog. You have to be the leader of the pack. The dog looks up to you as a leader, and if you don't show the role of a leader, then the dog is just gonna sit there and lay back and is not gonna respond to your commands. But it's hard to show that you're a leader when you're really not.
Sometimes I get a little frustrated. I let my emotions get in front of me. I know I can't. I know it's gonna happen sometimes, but I gotta work on not doing that, because if I do that, then the dog's just gonna end up shutting down just like me, and it's gonna shut down for the worker. If you rush a dog to do something, it's gonna be confused and it's not gonna want to work for you. It's gonna be so used to rushing, and then when they get to the patient, it's gonna be the patient is not good at doing everything fast and stuff. So the dogs they don't know what to do, caught up in the mix.
You have to have a lot of patience, and you have to be able to just take your frustrations and put them away, as you're learning right now in class. Sometimes what you expect to happen does not happen, but you have to make it successful. You have to end on that successful note. So you have to be able to just turn that off, that gut instinct switch, and just to continue through.
With his glasses, he makes people smile. I smile, I feel better. When I feel bad, he comes to me, I pet him, and I feel good. When I'm sleeping and I have nightmares, he wakes me up. He either licks me or he nudges on me. And that wakes me up from my nightmares. And his companionship, I feel like I'm like he needs me, and that sense of somebody else needing me, it gives me a purpose.
November of 2003, I was shot down in a helicopter in Iraq, pinned underneath the wreckage. My legs were pretty badly burnt. Became an amputee. Been treated for PTSD and various post-traumatic stress disorder. I got Reese last November, and I can't I can't come up with the amount that Reese has actually helped my life, but because it's unmeasurable. All I know is 2 years ago, I would not be down by the river in a carnival with a lot of people, large crowds walking around. I try to work with the kids as much as I can. You know, everybody deserves their second chance.
I got a lot of stuff out of this program. Like, the program has helped me like build my self-esteem. The dogs taught me on how to be a leader and how to just be a positive role model. I just learned how to control my anger and control my emotions and not take my anger out on nobody else.
Well, I'm thankful for what they do. If it wasn't for what they do, I probably, pretty much, East Coast Dog Assistant has saved my life. Pretty much.